Good evening, everyone. This is Mr. Gaddafi. I'm calling myself the best chemistry teacher or the best chemist, the best scientist in the south of Sahara and north of Olimpopo. Any student who is doing degree in pharmacy or medicine or abroad or in UON or wherever, you can also bring your questions. I can answer. I've done a lot of research. Initially, I was not a teacher. I was simply a scientist. But I went again and did teaching. So you want real chemistry that you will not find in the textbook. I have done a lot of research, and currently I'm developing anti-acid tablets, and the dawa ya acid reflux is coming very soon. I want to discourage you from taking wheat and red meat. Simply, when you take wheat is hard to digest. And of course, you know, in the stomach, digestion is done by certain enzymes. Now, these enzymes are normally stored in active form, as equal active, non-active, so that they don't digest your walls. But if you take wheat, it is hard to digest. So inakaa kwa tumbo for long. So by the time, meaning the body will overproduce hydrochloric acid to try to activate enzyme to digest wheat. And this overproduction of HCl by gastric cells can cause death of normal flora that controls production of acid. Example is E. coli, Escherichia coli. Now, we have a bacteria which is a normal flora that lives in our stomach called Halitobacter pylori, that madaktari nasikia wanaitanga H. pylori. Now, H. pylori is a flora, a normal flora, but its growth is controlled by Escherichia coli. So if you kill Escherichia coli by excess production of acid, the H. pylori overgrow. If it is overgrows, because there is no bacteria to control it, it will start digesting. It will start getting food from your walls, the walls of your stomach, and they'll create ulcers. So there are two things. There's wheat and red meat. Another problem of wheat does not produce the final digestive product as only sugar. It produces fructose and glutamine. Glutamine is not sugar. It is simply amino acid. Now, glutamine is the body required for certain synthesis, but it is the main food for cancerous cells. Every day, cancer try to attack us, but because of our strong immunity, the body is able to do something called lysis. Your cell iko na kitu inaitwa lysosome. It breaks down those wrong cells. But assuming this cell find food from glutamine, because glutamine is the main source of food of cancer cells, they will overgrow. So hata mwili yako ukijaribu kuifight zitakuwa ziko na chakula. Another thing is fructose. Excess fructose, some will be converted to energy and then the rest will remain. When this rest remain, they'll be converted to sucrose, and then the chain continues, and then they develop fat reserves which occur in your liver. Glucose will develop glycogen, but fructose will develop fat reserves. So we'll develop fats in your system, and a drop of fat can get into your blood vessel and block. Assuming it blocks the coronary artery that takes blood to the heart. So there'll be no food supply to the heart and you could get heart failure. Another thing, too much fat in your system is dangerous, as I said. Too much fructose, if excess fructose cannot be converted to what we call simply fats. Fats are simply made of what you call glycerol, which is an alcohol, and octadecanoic acid, which is a fatty acid. So some fructose are normally converted to octadecanoic acid, others are converted to glycerol, and they form fat, which goes into your liver, and that is a dangerous thing. So this was just a lesson for life, but ukitaka ile ya chemistry, subscribe on my YouTube channel, and you can bring any chemistry question, you'll be sorted. There are some people who have developed YouTube channels, but what they are teaching is already in the textbook. The NEC does not test textbook. NEC test applied chemistry. So this applied chemistry is with me. Because if you are going to teach a student of substitution reaction of alkanes using UV light, it is already in the textbook. But if I tell a student, if you react ethane with excess fluorine, it will form tetrafluoroethane. If I do 2 elimination of fluorine, it will form tetrachloroethene, which is used to make a polymer called Teflon. I'm a plastic, simply called Teflon. So these are not things in the textbook. These things require someone to help you. And that's why my student notes, if they get with the exercise book in the KCSE exam watapita. Lakini wakichukua textbook hakuna kitu watajibu. Kwa sababu KCSE wana set applied questions. And those applied questions, you can only get them from Mr. Gaddafi, the best chemistry teacher, the best scientist in the south of Sahara and north of Limpopo. Thank you and be blessed.